Do you feel the vibes?
Hello everyone, this is Chinmay from Make Clinic. Small issues always. Hello everyone, this is Chinmay from Make Clinic. Small issues. I'm trying to share each and every issue. Though it is small or big, I don't care, because when it comes to say we are like a vehicle off-road, then the small issue can become big, right? So sharing such kind of information with you before it gets into worst is better way rather than getting into worst on the road. So best is to share, so you will understand all those things. This is the Thunderbird now. Right now what we have in Royal Enfield, the vehicle, I mean this the bike which has got self-start, vehicle which has got self-start, they have a security system that is in clutch. By mistake, if your bike is in first gear and if you press the starter switch, then the bike should not jump and should not start, and there should not be any accident. This is the main aim. So to avoid that, what engineers have made, this is there in many bikes. What engineers have done, that unless or until you press the clutch, vehicle will not start, right? Unless or until you press the clutch, vehicle will not start. Second thing, if one of the now that switch has got particularly 3 wires in this bike, yes, 3 wires. If one of the wire congs off, then what happens generally is it becomes flip side. Like unless or until you press the clutch, bike will not start. In super bikes, this is the strategy. A lot of Suzuki bikes has got this kind of security system in clutch. Unless until you press the clutch by default, at any cost you press the clutch and then only start the bike, otherwise it won't start the bike, right? But definitely it's a good security. I don't mind actually keeping it like this way, but it's better to change it because customer has got a habit of gear, I mean you're starting the bike in gear and without gear as well. So in this case, what is the remedy in this case? The remedy is that this is the clutch switch. As you can see, this is the clutch switch. The clutch switch is basically plastic. Clutch switch is made up of plastic, that is the reason, and has got a brass inside. So what is happening, basically it's getting worn out because of the usage, right? Because of the usage, whatever you are using, use old original material, so it will not get conk off on the road because of the non-OEM spare part. Now this is the switch which we will be replacing, which going to give us a proper starting. Now let me just show you what is actually happening in the bike. So if I am not pressing the clutch, sometimes it is happening, sometimes it is not happening. So if I am pressing the clutch, then only starting. So right now I'm not going to press this clutch and going to start the bike, right? It's not working. Bike is in neutral, clutch is not pressed, and bike is not starting. That means there is some problem somewhere, but let me just diagnose. Now if I press the clutch, exactly, if I am pressing the clutch and if the bike is starting, that means you have problem with this. So how to repair that? It's very simple. Just replace the switch and it will start working around. There are 2 screws. I'll see if I can, right. So there are 2 screws over here and 1 connector. This screw, like this screw, and see this is broken. I told you. See, I'll try to show you once again. Okay. As you can see, the rod is basically coming out of this stopper. Just press the clutch. Okay, see what is happening. I'll show you from another angle. Okay, leave it. Okay, so what is happening, basically the rod which is given for as a switch is not getting pressed, but it is going out of the stopper, lever stopper. This is the lever stopper, and this is the rod, right? Horizontal is the plastic rod which is going out of the track. That is the reason that switch is not working properly. I'll show you. Yeah, see what is happening. Okay, so now we will replace the clutch switch, so you will get to know what is the next outcome from this repair. Two screws are there. Right, then disconnect the connector. Okay, now if you look at the switch, see this is completely damaged, so we'll replace the switch now. We'll put a new switch and it will start working again. Sometimes if the switch is fine, then lever has got a problem. You have to consider that, because lever has got one, you can see over here, this is the leg which press the which keep on pressing around this clutch switch. So this can get worn out and this can get break also. Okay, पहले switch मत लगाओ, पहले bolt लगाओ, screws लगाओ. Now you have to press the lever. You have to press the lever when you are putting this switch, otherwise this main rod, this plastic rod will get bent or it will break. So now just put the screws back. It comes in tension because of that only when you if you try to leave, because it has got a spring inside. Just a small repair, though it is a small repair, but sometimes what happens that you get irritated when you are standing at, or you have taken small halt at the signal or something and vehicle stops, and then if you want to start the bike and if the clutch switch is gone, then every time you will have to come out of the gear and then start the bike. This is also irritating. It's very irritating on the road. So whenever you are like having time, just keep on checking everything, because those plastic parts sometimes gets worn out very fast. Connect the connector once again. Okay, and then now we don't have power, but okay, now you can try the bike. Okay, right, now we are not pressing the clutch. Exactly, now the bike is starting. That means the clutch switch was not proper and it was gone. Now the switch is completely placed properly. As you can see, there it's not coming out of the lever. That means we have done the repair properly and we have diagnosed the problem properly, and now the bike is started well. Thank you very much. Have a great day.